Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak, Warash, double honors unto the elders and the apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone, whom I learned is true from. Peace and salutations to you, hopefully, like Akim, Wa Akwaf, who listen and tune in as well, Shalom. And we're going to go into this video put up by ITM Trading, and they're interviewing Gerald Celente, which is, he's been around for a while. I want to say since the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. But he's an economic advisor. All right, he's considered a keeper of the gate. Okay, as the scriptures say, he keeps tabs on the economy, the different patterns of the economy, things of that nature. And in this video, he's going into being him never feeling or being this uncertain, in his life. All right, ultimately scared, as the title says. I've never been more scared. And this is, pretty much the sentiment or notion, that the majority of these Babylonians, these Americans, are in. This is why people are crashing out. This is why people, is acting, people are acting out of character. People just crashing out, man. It's because these people are scared. And why are they scared? Because they really don't know what's going on. Okay, the only ones that truly know what's going on are the ones who have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, given to them by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, the ones that understand prophecy, and we're gonna get into that. But let's go ahead and get into this video, and we'll get our scriptures, and then we'll close out.
By the time most people reacted, it was already too late. I spent over 2 decades covering these global markets, and I could tell you with certainty what we're encountering now is beyond recovery. The entire economic system is about to change for the worse. So that's why I know you're especially going to appreciate this interview that I have coming up right now with Gerald Celente, and it will create questions about the next steps you should be taking to prepare. And that's why we created the Private Wealth Playbook. It's free, and it shows you exactly how you should be using gold and silver for protection, privacy, and long-term performance.
And just to quickly say, none of these things are going to protect you. All right, no matter how much gold or silver you got, and no matter how much you try to position yourself for the great reset, none of those things are gonna matter, man. If Yahweh Shema Shai ain't dealing with you, then and you're not an Israelite, and the Lord ain't dealing with you, then none of those things are gonna matter, man. All right, America, known as Babylon the Great, is unhealable.
Get your free copy by going to DannyReport.com or clicking below. But now let's get to Gerald Celente. In his latest warnings, Gerald Celente, publisher of the Trends Journal, has been crystal clear. He says this is, quote, the scariest time of my life, as the world hurtles toward what he sees as a dangerous global reset, marked by escalating conflicts, a fragile economy masking deep fractures, massive debt, and the very real risk of a broader disaster ahead. Gerald, always a pleasure to have you back on with us. I'm sure you sense a little hesitation from me because I am quite concerned of the message you are delivering today when you say this is the scariest time of your life.
Yeah, I've never been more concerned. Again, I grew up during the Vietnam War. I'm the same age as Trump. And this is serious. This is deadly, deadly, deadly serious like we've never seen before. Think about it. You hear all this stuff. Oh, they're toast. Hey, we wiped them out. Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Let's go back. Let's go back to the Vietnam War. Hey, you lost that war, didn't you? Couldn't beat the Vietnamese? Oh, you lost the Iraq War? Hey, how about the Afghan War, the longest war in American history? Couldn't beat those cats. They're a third world country. You go back to your Trends Journal For years, months, and weeks, we've been warning that if the United States and or Israel go to war against Iran, number one, you're going to see oil prices spike to above $100 a barrel to probably settle around $130 a barrel. It will bring down the global economy and the equity markets, and the war will not end quickly. The reason being is that we write, we're political atheists, we don't take sides. And by the way, this is one of my books, Trend Tracking and How I Became a Trend Forecaster, and it's right here. Let's see, page 30. The Iran crisis that happened back in 1979. How they taught Americans.
All right, so yeah, he's been around, since the 70s, man. Okay, so he's been watching the economies go up and down for quite some time now. But this time is going to be different. This time is going to be like no other time. A time like no other, as the scriptures say, man. All right, and this is why these people are scared. Okay, these economists are scared. Hey, that's in the scriptures as well. The keepers of the house shall tremble. Hey, these economic people, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Why? Because this time we're truly at the end, and Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to do away with this place known as America, man. All right. This is why the men who teach this truth, they're gonna be highly valuable soon come, because they're gonna have this wisdom. They're gonna have this knowledge. They're gonna know and understand why these things are happening. Why the economy is going down. Why there ain't no jobs for nobody to do. Okay, why they're ushering in the RFID microchip. Why it's going to be made mandatory. We know and understand why these things are being done, and we know and understand who's doing it. Also, all right, AI overview. Wisdom is the ability to discern, judge rightly, and apply knowledge, experience, and insight to life's complex situations. So, the men, this is an AI overview, and this is speaking, about worldly wisdom, but you can take the meat off the bone, so to speak, and apply this to the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, all right, of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, we know how to discern. Okay, we can see where things are going via prophecy, via the scriptures. All right. These people who call themselves Christians, and these people who call themselves pastors, and they're prophets, they're this, they're that. They don't got the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, because if they did, they will be telling you why these things are happening. Okay, they'll be telling you why the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, is being pushed. All right. And apply knowledge. Okay, yeah, applying knowledge. Knowing that the days are evil. All right, knowing that people crashing out. What type of how should you be moving? All right, moving with the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 7:22, and it reads, "For wisdom, which is the worker of all things." All right, wisdom is the worker of all things. Okay, meaning what? The wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai is in all, man. Okay, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit holy. one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be lettered, ready to do good. Okay? So wisdom, wisdom is all these things, man. Okay? When you have wisdom, you know how to apply all these things, being subtle, right? Knowing how to maneuver in these last days. Okay? But these people who who don't have the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, they don't know how to move. All right, this is why people are panicking and crashing out. Wisdom of Solomon 7:23, and it reads, "Kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care." Okay, free from care. When you have the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're free from the cares of this world. All right. These people crashing out, they're afraid is because they have, the cares of this world. They care about, their home, they care about their vehicles, they care about their 401k, they care about their their children's college fund, all that BS, man. All right, but when you have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're free from that. All right. The cares of this world don't matter to the men who have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because we know what comes next. All right, after America is destroyed, the kingdom is going to be set up. All right, through Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so this place is going down. It doesn't. We don't care about it. We don't care about America. All right, we don't care about our next vacation and all that, man. We want to get out of here. Okay, the hopefully elect, we tired of working 12, 14-hour shifts. Okay, slaving away for Esau Edom. All right, for crumbs, man. Having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle spirits. All right, wisdom of Solomon 7:24, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 7:25, for she is the breath of the power. For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, this is when you go back to Genesis, and Adam was given that breath. This is what it's talking about. Adam was given wisdom. All right, from Yahweh Shema Shai, he's given wisdom on how to govern. How to govern and how to move, how to do things righteously, man. And a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty, therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. All right. So this, the wisdom that is given, all right, from Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be very Sophia is going to be very beneficial in these last days. All right, we ain't gonna be afraid. We're not gonna be scared, like you Babylonians. All right, even though we in this flesh, and there are going to be times where fear may creep up on his flesh, so to speak. But that's when we revert back to the spirit, man, the Ruach HaKodesh. All right, knowing and understanding why these things are taking place is gonna give comfort. All right. This is Proverbs 3:13, and it reads, "Happy is the man that findeth wisdom. All right, why is it saying this? Why is it saying that a man should be happy that findeth wisdom? Okay, why? Because you gonna know why things are taking place, why things are going down, why World War III is getting ready to take place. Why there's war in the so-called Middle East. Why Yahweh Shema Shai is gathering the nations into the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, we're gonna be happy, all right, and we are happy, man. All right, I'm happy that I know why these things are coming. Okay, because the average American is getting ready to crash out and bug out, all right, and lose it. You just had a man somewhere, I want to say, I don't know if he was in Florida, somewhere around there. He just he just shot his wife and ran into the woods. Man, people are losing it, man. People ain't happy. Why? Because they don't got the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. Man, the Lord ain't dealing with them. And a man that getteth understanding. All right, we understand why everything that's going on right now with the economy. All right, the gas prices going up, food prices going up. No work for Egypt, people being laid off. Okay, at record numbers. We understand these things. Okay, and that's going to bring a level of happiness, man. And we understand that our kingdom is on its way in. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. So this wisdom and knowledge, and understanding is more precious than fine gold, man. Like you had that woman, she was in the video. She's talking about get silver and gold and position yourself for this next financial, collapse or whatever they're calling it, man. Nah, that's not none of those things are gonna matter, man. It's all gonna boil down to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, because the wisdom of the Lord is gonna be the last thing standing. Okay, the scriptures, man. All right, the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna be the last thing standing. Okay, on this planet Earth. None of these other things is gonna be standing. All right, America's getting ready to be destroyed. Verse 15, she is more precious than rubies, and all the things that thou canst desire are not to be compared to her. All right? Why? Because this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, especially in these last days, is gonna be like gold, man. All right? It's gonna be like gold, man, and people are gonna see. Okay, this is people gonna see. All right, from the elders, the apostles, the men on down, the men that teach, the doctrine as the elders and the apostles. People are gonna see. Okay, that the wisdom that we have been given from Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, is going to be is not nothing's gonna compare to it. All right, because we're going to know and understand why everything is taking place. We're going to be able to break it down, okay, via the scriptures, man. Okay, length of days is in our right hand, and in our left hand riches and honor. Verse 17, her ways are the ways of pleasantness, and her paths are peace. Verse 18, she is the tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. All right. So wisdom is going to be very beneficial, in these last days, man. All right. So let's go ahead and see Slack it. All right, I'm not gonna be able to get back to the video, so let's just continue. Let's close out with our last scripture. But Lord willing, you got the the gist of the video that I opened up with. Okay, hey, people are scared, man. People are afraid because they don't know what's going on. You know, they don't know, you know, why things are happening the way they're happening. Okay, but we do. All right, this is one it off here. Isaiah 33:6, and the reason wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. All right, this is why the scriptures are saying this, man. Because if you know why everything is happening, all right, you know the next plans of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. You know the Lord's moves because He's enlightening you. All right, He's giving you the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. On what He's doing and His next moves via the prophecies, then you're going to be stable, man. Okay, you're not going to be afraid. All right, your mind is not going to be troubled. All right, your spirit is going to be calm. You know, your mind is going to be at ease, man, because you know the plays. All right, we know the plays of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and that's gonna be the advantage that we gonna have in these last days. Okay, and that should bring happiness to you, man. This ain't the time to be, oh, woe is me, and I'm catching hell and this and that, and hey, we all catching hell, man. Okay, day in and day out. But this wisdom and knowledge and understanding that the Lord has given you should strengthen your spirit, man. Lift you up, man. Make you happy. Because the Lord has given you His playbook, man. All right, the creator of the heavens and the earth gave you His playbook. Okay, if that makes sense, man. All right, just like, if you used to play sports, you grew up in the sports world, your coach will have a playbook. All right, and he will give you that playbook and learn these plays. So that way, when you get out on the field, you know exactly what's going on. This is what the Lord has done to us. He's given us His playbook, man. All right, that way we know what to do, and that should bring comfort and happiness to you, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Shema Shai is His treasure. All right, so this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is pure gold, man. Okay, something to be taken serious and to be happy that you have been given it, man, from the Lord. All right, but with that, we'll go ahead and close it out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Till the next time, shalom.